Hey guys, Chicken to Maine, Debut.com with the Debut.com Surf Forecast Update. This update brought to you by Ohana Shaved Ice, Atlantic Boulevard, Atlantic Beach. Don't forget, Wacky Wednesdays, buy one, get one free. Be sure to mention Debut.com. Okay guys, wanted to give you a look at the latest GFS 12Z forecast run and why we posted yesterday or the day before Atlantic setting up for an extreme phase. And this is the current map now. You can see here, we'll point out a couple of things. Here's this clipper that moved off the mid-Atlantic seaboard this morning. Here's that hurricane force low up here towards Greenland from yesterday. And then here is a 1033 millibar mega high out here out towards the Azores. Now what we want you to do is we want you to focus in on this gale right here. This forecast is for the extended period with a possible major swell event setting up for PR in the islands. Now, mind you guys, this is probably 8 to 10 days out, but we are getting some forecast verification within the 5-day window. We'll just have to see how it plays out after the 5 days. But focus in right here on this. I'm going to start this model for you and watch what that little clipper does. It moves up right there and splits the peak at the tip of Greenland, and then watch as it morphs and then turns into another low and then drops back down over here towards Portugal. I'll back that up again. Again, it's right here. Watch it as it flips up towards Greenland and then morphs into another low, a 974 millibar, which by the way is setting up the North Atlantic with a big old swell aimed at the UK and Portugal. And then watch as it dips down in here towards Portugal. Now, this is for Saturday at 102 hours. Well, I'll bump it up just a little bit to 120, and that's 120 is 5 days. So whenever you hear us say plus 120 or plus 144, those are the hour increments. Don't want you to pay any attention to what's over here on the East Coast. Let's focus in on what's over here off Portugal. Now, this low in 120, the forecast becomes a little bit more confident in the 5-day window. But as you can see, this low sets up over here, and this is going to start some northeast groundswell over here in the northeast Atlantic. High pressure is going to pick that up, and it's going to kind of blow it out towards this way, towards the islands in here. Where there is some opposing southwest swell coming off the East Coast, but again, we're not really paying too much attention to that at the moment. Now, watch what happens from day 5 into day 8, and notice how that low dips now and high pressure shifts. Again, northeast groundswell in here aimed at the islands, but now look at this 1032 millibar that's moved off the mid-Atlantic now. That's also opening up northeast fetch in here, and then northeast fetch in here coming off this low east of Portugal, just north of the Azores in here. But then watch what happens as we progress the model runs. Look down in here towards north of Puerto Rico. Notice some moisture in here starting to develop. As we get into Wednesday of next week, and so this is a week out, or 8 days out, an area of low pressure starts to develop. We still have northeast groundswell coming off this low from Portugal, high pressure, backing up that northeast fetch and flow, and now we get developing low pressure north of Puerto Rico. And as we progress a little bit further to the model there, that by next Wednesday it develops a weak low, 1010 millibar, but that's going to get some northeast winds going just above the islands there. And it's also possible that that long period swell wraps down this way, comes up underneath the high, this pressure gradient in here tightens, and then that sends the swell all the way in here towards East Florida. So this is looking very, very promising, guys. We'll take you out just a little bit further, and once we move in, just right about right here is about where we'll hold the model at right there. That's all we got for you for now, guys. Stay tuned for the next update.